guys, welcome back to my channel. So, I'm not fully awake yet, and we're going to get into another green look for the month of March. Again, it's Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month, and that is hugely important. And again, I'm trying to get used to this work schedule change. It's like 11:14 in the morning, which would be usually when I would be kind of winding down for the day, and no, I'm supposed to be getting up and winding up for the day, and just not working out for me, okay? So I'm still a little off, and just, I don't know, people. I don't know. Anyway, so getting into this video, I'm gonna be changing up my foundation a little bit today, but of course not changing up my concealer. So I'm going to be starting off with the Wet n Wild matte not concealer, primer. Going started with the Wet n Wild matte primer, and I'm just going to put that in my normal problem areas. I'm just waiting on this tube to actually finally give out, because I mean, if you can't tell, like, I've squeezed the mess out of it, but it keeps giving me primer, so I just keep using it. So guys, I got off work last night at 11. I came home and just watched all kinds of videos on this whole Rewired Soul thing. Have y'all been watching this stuff? Because, like, I find it insane. Like, truly find this insane. And I'll tell you why I find it insane. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. I didn't go any farther because by the time I finished my bachelor's degree, I already had my daughter. I was pregnant with my son, and I needed to get out in the world, get a job, start making money, support my family. I was married to the father of my kids at that point, and supporting my family was like my number one top priority. And so, like, going further with my education was like, no, I don't need to. Plus, I wasn't going to go further in the mental health realm. I was going to go on to law school, so I just didn't have time to do either. I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation. This is in the shade 112, Natural Ivy. Ivory. I can't talk today, people. Anyway, so, I mean, I do have some credentials in that area. Like, I formerly worked as a case manager for mentally and emotionally disturbed children, mostly. I did have some adults on my case file, but I did mostly deal with children. So I have some background in the field. Anyway, just some of the stuff that's come out about this guy is just insane to me. Like, literally, like, oh my god, are you joking me? Kind of insane to me. And so I've just been on every night when I get off work. Like, I'll come in here and I'll start planning out the next day's look and do my video uploads and stuff, and I will just go on a watching binge on these videos that everybody's putting out about him. I mean, I usually don't watch, like, Dustin Daily and stuff like that. Like, I even watched Dustin Daly's video on him. I watched Ashley Kyle is like one of my favorite people. As a matter of fact, she's even subscribed to this channel. But I watch everything Ashley Kyle puts out. But I watched her video. I even watched her apology video, and her going straight in on him just had me keeling over. Beauty by Ashley's video I just got finished watching this morning when I got up. I don't know. Like, I've watched everybody's videos, and I've watched how this guy has been reacting and some of the stuff that he says. And I watched Petty Page's masterpiece of a video last night. I stayed up and watched that, and I watch every video Petty Page puts out too. I love her channel. And she did like an hour long or more. I don't even remember how long that video was, but I watched that whole video on it. And for him to let people, you know, you're supposed to be a mental health channel. You're supposed to be like promoting like good mental health and all this stuff. And then he puts out this video talking about how people are coming for him and his family and all this stuff, supposedly. But then you're going to let somebody make a comment about Petty Page's unborn child, which is disgusting in my opinion. That is disgusting. And whoever you are, if you ever run across this video, I hope and pray you realize what a disgusting human being you are. And but he leaves that up in his comment section. So you're promoting people talking trash about other people, but you don't want people talking trash about you and your family. Because he even said in his video where he was talking about the threats and all of this stuff supposedly that they're getting, how he's waiting for the videos to come out about his son and this, that, and the other. And nobody even knew this man had a kid or anything. Like, nobody knew. And nobody cared. It's not... The real big thing that he doesn't realize is the beauty community was not coming at him, at his family, or... I'm trying to get like every last bit of this foundation out, if you're wondering what I'm doing. I have another bottle. I'm just being cheap as hell. Anyway, the beauty community and the drama community were not coming at him just to be, you know, coming at him. They were coming at him because he was doing shady shit. You know, you're making, you know, so many videos diagnosing people. You have no credentials. One that's illegal. And I really hope somebody in the Las Vegas area picks that up and runs with it, because that's illegal as fuck. Just in case y'all were wondering. You cannot diagnose people or give an authoritative opinion about a diagnosis of a person under the guise of a mental health background, which is what he does on his channel. He states that he's worked in and around this field, and so is his mother for all these years, and yada yada woo. And from those years in and around the field, and from what he can tell, this person has this. He said that Trisha Paytas had BBT or BP. Oh my god, I can't talk today. Anyway, not bipolar disorder, but she had another mental disorder. He's diagnosing people. Go lay down. My dogs are driving me nuts. Anyway, she had another mental disorder, and then like he made so many videos on Trisha Paytas that it made Trisha Paytas go completely and utterly off. And she made her mukbang rant video, which I don't watch Trisha Paytas, but they showed parts of the Trisha Paytas mukbang rant, and they showed how many videos he had made about Trisha Paytas. So, yeah, I could see why she made that rant. Yeah, I can totally understand it. Okay, I went in with some Maybelline Insta Age Rewind Concealer, and then I'm just going kind of lightening with a little bit of the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation in the shade Light Porcelain, because it's just way too light for me to use as a foundation. But it's great for me to brighten with. Just using a little concealer brush from Wet n Wild and just patting that in. Okay. Now then, put all that stuff out of the way. But, so that's the situation with the whole thing. Like, he made this whole thing talking about the threats he was receiving, going in with some Dermablend setting powder. And in that video, like, he called out, like, Ashley Kyle, The Viewer's Voice, Dustin Daly, and a couple other channels saying that they were the reason why he was receiving these threats and all this, and that YouTube's not going to take it kindly. Well, guess what, boo? They didn't do anything wrong for YouTube not to take their actions kindly. And you, on the other hand, have violated some actual laws by diagnosing people and other such things. Those are actual laws. You have broken the law. And I know that because if you actually take any training in psychology, even at the basic level of a freaking bachelor's degree like I have, that is one of the first things they tell you. Do not use your education to diagnose people because you do not have the proper training to diagnose people. It is against the law. You can go to jail. The only people that can diagnose are the ones that go to medical school, have the doctorate. They're the ones that get to diagnose. And from what I've seen, you don't even have a freaking bachelor's degree, boo-boo. So, yeah. Now, your mother may have that behind her, but there's also a question of how many years she's been in the field. But that's not you. Just FYI. I'm going to bake under my eyes with a little bit of Coty Airspun before I go in with my eyeshadow. Sorry guys, I'm just kind of doing a little bit of like get ready with me kind of ranty kind of stuff this week because my brain is kind of all over the place, and if I don't talk, I'm just going to kind of sit here. And sorry, that's kind of where I'm at this point. This shift change has kind of got me all messed up, and I'm sorry, guys. That's just kind of where it's at. And right now, this whole Rewired Soul debacle is just, it aggravates me because I did work in the field. I did train in the field. I don't agree with a lot of things that go on in the mental health field. And that's the reason why I'm no longer in that field. I could go back today. But I don't agree with a lot of the things that go on. And so I believe there is a lot of over-medicating people, especially children. I believe there's a lot of people pushing for over-medication. I believe there's a lot of parents that push for their children to be over-medicated. I believe there's a lot of schools that push for children to be over-medicated. I believe there's a lot of mental health places that push for children to be over-medicated, and I don't believe that is good. I don't believe that is fair. I believe there's a lot of misdiagnosis. I believe there's a lot of overdiagnosis about certain things. And I believe it's easy to be overly diagnosed for something. I believe people have learned to play the system. I have a friend that can sit there and tell you how to be diagnosed for ADHD and get Adderall. She will tell you exactly what to do so that you can get prescribed Adderall, so that you have more energy to do what you need to do. That's not right. There are some people that do have that, and then there are some people that don't, and there doesn't need to be a way to trick the system. But there is a lot of misuse in the system. And I just don't agree with some of the things that go on. So when my daughter got ill and I needed to start taking care of her full time, I got out of the system, and when she passed away, I didn't go back. And I don't plan on going back. Because now that I've gone through what I've gone through with losing my daughter, I don't think I can look at some of these parents and not go, what the fuck is wrong with you? And listening to this man who has no formal training in mental health, he doesn't have a bachelor's degree, he doesn't have a master's degree, he doesn't have a doctorate, he doesn't have any of that, diagnosing people on YouTube. And there's a video of him, like, he said people ask him what his credentials are, and he's like, I don't have any, that's the beauty of it, I get to say or do whatever the fuck I want. That disgusts me. And that is disgusting. And he's laughing about it. He thinks it's hilarious. In this day and age where there's a lot of people that still cannot afford healthcare because the prices are so damn jacked up, or they can't afford the medicine that they need because the pharmaceutical companies have jacked the damn prices up. For you to be laughing about the fact that people are that damn desperate that they're coming to YouTube to try to get some form of help, and they stumble across your channel thinking they're going to get that help, and you think it's funny because you don't have any credentials and you're just throwing out diagnoses, that's disgusting. And I just don't get it. I don't at all. And I really think you need to take a very large seat down, sir. And you need to really take a very good look at what you're doing and how it could be affecting people. You want to point the finger and say that the drama channels are hurting people. No, you need to look at what you're doing, because that could be hurting people way more than some drama channels calling you out on your bullshit. And you going for Ashley Kyle, sir, I'm sorry. She is the most level-headed, fair person in the drama community. She presents both sides of the argument and lets her channel, her subscribers, her followers, make their own decisions. She doesn't push one side or the other. So, you saying that she personally pushed somebody to harm themselves, no wonder she cussed you the fuck out. I'm just saying. I believe that you're toxic. I believe that you are going to end up having somebody harm themselves. And that is my personal opinion. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. But anyway, guys, I'm doing the Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions palette again, but I'm doing a different color scheme. Going in with this emerald green color, and then I'm going to go in with this brown color right here into the corner to darken it up. So that's all I'm going to speak about the Rewired Soul. If y'all haven't caught any of this stuff, or if you really don't care, I'm sorry, but I just had to kind of speak on it because it really pissed me off. I could not sit back and just not say anything about it because it is crazy. But, so we're moving on with green looks again today. I'm going to do another green eyeshadow, green highlighter look. But I'm doing a brown lip. Think tomorrow I might do a brown eye, green highlighter, green lip look. But we shall see. Because I still have more green eyeshadow, so. We're just going to deepen up this outside corner with this brown color. That is looking so good with that. See, that's what we're doing right there. Okay. That brown had a lot of kick up in the pan, so just in case you were wondering. Now, I think I'm going to go in with this kind of brownie sparkle glittery shade right here. I'm going to take it with my finger and pat it on the outside corner to mix in with that brown right there of my lid. Then with another finger, I'm going to go into this emeraldy green shade right here in the right here in the center, and that's going to go on the inside corner of the lid. Another finger, just decided to go into another eyeshadow. Okay, so that's the final look that I'm going for right there. So then I'm going to do it on the other eye. Okay. Now to wipe my fingers off so I don't get eyeshadow everywhere. Now then, I'm just going to go in with this crown brush and dust off. There was some fallout But these are highly pigmented shades, so you have to be careful with that anyway. And I need a face brush, so I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild big fluffy face brush. And because I use the Derma Blend powder, that just kind of bakes on your face for a few minutes. So it's kind of like a total face bake. And you gotta brush off your whole face. But it does leave a nice, flawless look. But if you do have dry skin, I would not suggest that setting powder. Now then, let's see here. I do need to get a total face bronzer because it does leave kind of a white cast on my face. So I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild Ticket to Brazil. It's kind of too light for me to use as a nice bronzer because it doesn't really bronze, but it does bronze my entire face. I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild brush and just brush this all over my face. Bring a little bit of color back in before I do anything else. Now then, because I use the Derma Blend, I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild Cucumber Primer Water. Make that sink into my skin a little bit. And for contour today, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Contouring Duo. This is in Caramel Toffee. Let's see here. And I'm taking my Luxie 680 Pro. And lay that down. I don't know why I just closed that. That was stupid. Going in with my powder brush, which is the 532 Luxie brush. I'm going to go into that lighter shade and just buff over my contour and make that kind of sink in a little bit more and not be such a stark contrast to the rest of my face. Okay. Okay, now that that is done, let's go on to bronzer. For my bronzer today, I am using the Wet n Wild Sunset Striptease. This is a good shade for me to all over bronze with, and I'm going to go in with my EcoTools Define brush. This one is just dark enough that it does bronze the outside perimeter of my face, and you can tell that it brings a little bit more warmth to my face. And so that is on. Going in for blush today. Blush is going to be a two-part blush today. Going in with the Wet n Wild Ombre blush in the shade Princess Daiquiris. I'm going to put that down first. And take it into my contour. Then I'm going to go in with the Jeffree Star Skin Frost in the shade Regina George. If I can get the damn box to open. And just go over it lightly with that hot pinkness. Not much, just a little bit of extraness. If it's going to pick up. God. This thing hard pans so quickly, it is just unreal. This Skin Frost hard pans so quickly. I don't get it, but it just hard pans so fast. Just clean that off real quick. Now then, for actual highlighter today, of course, we're going in with the Jeffree Star Skin Frost in Mint Condition for the cheeks. So, okay, so that bit of green deliciousness right there. It looks so pretty. It doesn't come off like just, whoa, that's green. But like you catch that one bit of light and it's like, bam, green. I've even had a couple of my officers like, it's kind of funny. But anyway. So I'm just going to go in with this Luxie 660 and lightly brush across there and take it onto my cheek. Oh, that's so pretty. Take it up a little bit right here. Oh, yeah. And over here. Okay. So now then, let me just take I'm going to take this Equate No Name Big Fluffy brush right here. I'm just going to take and dust that right up here. Okay. In the brow bone area, just to kind of accent this nice green eyeshadow. And then I'm going to take this Luxie 111 brush. And take it right in here to these inside corners, giving me a nice inner corner highlight. Okay, that is beautiful. So that is my cheek highlight. Now, like I said in yesterday's video, I'm going to say it again, it doesn't come off like totally green unless you catch it in the right light. Except for when you're sitting under fluorescent lights and it's on your nose. And I learned that the other day, the first day I wore it to work, and I had it on my nose. And they were like, you okay? You kind of look a little pale and sickly. So, for my nose highlight, Cupid's bow, kind of middle of face highlight, I'm going to go in with the Pretty Vulgar Shimmering Swan highlighter that I got in BoxyCharm. This is a pretty highlight, so I'm going to go in and just take this onto my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, kind of just like right here, and just highlight these areas. Just a little bit so that I don't look sickly. Anyway. Now then. Now we have all these powders on our face. Let's just go back in with some primer water. And meld all that together, and then we're going to go in and do eyebrows, mascara, and lipstick, and we're done with today's look. Because I used that Derma Blend powder, I'm just going to go through my eyebrows real quick with a spoolie to get the rest of the powder out of my eyebrows. I'm going in with a Wet n Wild retractable pencil today. Just drag some color through. Alrighty then. Eyebrows are done. Of course, for my mascara, I'm going in with the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. This is just a beautiful mascara. This is in the shade Super Black, and it is super black. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. And I just saw a nice big gap of mistake in my eyeshadow. There it goes. Okay. So now that that's fixed, now on to lipstick, and I found my other Ofra lipstick. Okay, so this is the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Verona. It's a nice kind of a neutrally brown shade. This is their old packaging, but you know, they change packaging every other freaking month, so you know. I don't like this wand. But anyway, okay, so this is the final look for today, and I'm going to go in, I've got some little, yeah, oh, hold on guys. Sorry about that. Husband just came home and I don't want him in here yelling in my video. So I'm going to go in with some Tarte Ready Set Radiance and set my face. Okay. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, ring that bell. I upload Monday through Friday before 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you have any ideas for videos, leave them in the comment section down below or in the description box. My social media is linked. Also, my email is in there. You can come find me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or send me an email and let me know what you want to see. I'm always up for viewer ideas. I have shot a couple of viewer ideas and those are up on my channel. That would be the cut crease debacle, and later today you will see my first attempt with false eyelashes, and you get to decide is it a success or a fail. Anyway guys, that's going to be all for today, but again, this is Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month. It is very important for you to support this cause. If there's any cerebral palsy organizations in your area, please contact them, see if they need any help. Or if you'd like to support the National Cerebral Palsy Organization, you can find them on the internet. They're always looking for any volunteers, donations, and they take donations in all forms. Again, write your local senators or your national senators, get them, push them, make them fund research. These children, these adults that are suffering with cerebral palsy do need the research. They need the research more than some of these other medical research projects that are going on. They are suffering and they shouldn't be. Again, support, push for research. It is important. Anyway guys, that's going to be all for this video. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.